Come here, buddy. Hey, come here, buddy. Hello, everyone. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. This is Buddy. He's our 7.5-month-old. I think he's around in the middle of January. I think January 15th he was born. He's 7.5 months old. We're gonna put a collar, a martingale collar and a leash on him for the first time, I think ever, except maybe the first, when he was maybe a puppy at 7 or 8 weeks of age. We might have had a martingale collar and a leash on him, but I don't recall that. I think this is the first time we're going to be doing this, and so he's going to probably be a little bit unreceptive to the idea. Good boy. And he might fight this leash a little bit, but I want to teach you guys, if you're patient and persistent and consistent, always be consistent, that we'll be able to get this dog to perform the way we want relatively quickly. So let's see how he does. Heel. I would have preferred a parallel sit versus a perpendicular sit, but he sat. Heel. When I start walking, I start with my left foot first for a couple of reasons. One, it is my body signal that he's supposed to stay with me. This is my signal that he's supposed to sit. This is my signal that he's supposed to stay or wait. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, buddy. Obviously, we're using the treats to lure him into the position that we want him in, and to keep him paying more attention to me and less attention to this leash, and subliminally teaching him where he is supposed to be when I'm walking, which is on my left-hand side with his head slightly ahead of me, so that he can see right and left ahead of him and me all at a glance without missing a pace. Come on. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. Come on. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. So we'll work on that sit so that he's sitting parallel to me instead of perpendicular. But right now I just want him to get the hang of it, get the hang of the leash, get the hang of the collar, get the hang of loose leash walking with me. You can even let him run around and drag that leash a little bit. In fact, with the treats, hey, I wouldn't even need to hold the leash. Heel. So if I wave that treat back over his head, he'll sit. Sit. Good boy. Okay, go play. Maybe even let him play with the leash on, just so that he gets a little bit more used to it. And then come back and do it again in a few hours or tomorrow. Only 5-10 minute kind of moment. Don't push it. Don't go so long that he loses his focus, loses his attention span, and then starts to fail. You don't want the dog to fail. You want him to pass. Be positive all the time. Don't get flustered. Good boy. If he does resist you, use the treats to keep him there. The treats, a lot of people say, well, I want the dog to obey me. I shouldn't have to bribe him with a treat. Well, it isn't that we're bribing him with a treat right now. He doesn't know our language. He doesn't know what I'm trying to teach him if he's never done something before. So using the treats allows me to put him in the positions that I want. Eventually I'll wean him off the treats, or I'll be a little bit more direct with the treats. In other words, I'll only give him the treat when he sits instead of using it for direction when I ask him to sit. I'll only give him the treat when he's walking with me, after he's walked with me, rather than while he's walking with me, and random treats. By the way, see how I'm stepping on this leash? This little addition to the video is for Linda. Linda, when your dog is jumping up on people that you greet when you're going for a walk, simply step on the leash, depending on the height of the dog, just enough so that the dog can sit down, but not jump up. If he tried to jump up, right? Hey, here, buddy. Here, buddy. Here. Here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Hey. Come on. He can't. Over here. Good boy. Over here. Spin him around. Sit. Good boy. Give him just enough leash that he can sit. And now I can stand here and have a conversation with my neighbor. As excited as he might be to see the neighbor and want to greet the neighbor, and maybe even jump up on the neighbor, he can't, because I'm standing on the leash, giving him only enough length to comfortably sit or lay down or stand on all fours. But as soon as he tries to leave his front paws to jump up, he'll find that he can't do that. If he tries to wrap around me because he gets mad or excited because he's being restrained, don't panic. Bring him back to where he's supposed to be, like I did. Here, sit. Good boy. And with this hand, I'm controlling the length. Just lift my foot and give him a little bit more length. Pull my hand up and give him a little less length. As soon as he sits, I'll give him more length. There. See, as his butt went down, I gave him more length. When he stands up and starts getting rambunctious, I'm taking the length away. And we'll see what he does without me asking him to do anything. He doesn't have any length to his leash to be able to do anything, and I'm controlling the length here. So all I want him to do is to put his butt on the ground. I don't want to say the word. I want him to do it naturally. And as soon as that goes down, see how my right hand went down? My left foot came up and I gave him more leash. When he gets up, I take that away. When he comes there, see how his butt went down? Doesn't take long for a dog to figure this out. And he'll be more interested in me than he will in my neighbor. Butt came up, the leash goes gets tighter. Butt goes down, the leash gets looser. And he gets rewarded. So that's for you, Linda. Hopefully that'll help. Okay, I'm going to take this off and you go play. You go play. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Okay, go play.